Microphone test.
Welcome to Allotment by the Sea, episode 7,
Episode 9.
episode 9. We've already got 2 in the can. I'm Stan. I'm the other half of Allotment by the Sea, the silent half.
Told you it was real. None of you believed me. You thought I was just bonkers.
Yeah, this is my first time on. I've been quietly behind the scenes, making the thumbnails and helping out with the SEO and generally giving feedback because bizarrely, Alex is the one who's been doing the YouTube, but I'm the one who's actually media trained and has a degree in this kind of thing.
I just do it for fun.
Yeah, and I hated it. And remind me of being back at uni, watching him edit, doing the pieces to camera, and getting it frustrated. It was quite cathartic. I was like, yeah, it's really annoying, isn't it?
So he's real.
I'm
All right,
real.
he's real. That's it. I could literally end the video here, and that would be a good enough video. We're not going to do that because we've got something to tell them, haven't we?
We have. We have got something to them. It's very exciting. It is very exciting. But before we tell them that, should we say, or should we just tell them?
How about we just show you
Let's show
and
them.
tell you? Let's do a show and tell.
Yeah. So we are going to show you something very exciting, as we've just said. First of all, behind is the allotment that we took on at the end of the year. As you can see, we've made loads of progress on it. Unfortunately, you couldn't see how much progress we'd made bar one image, which we showed you all. We kind of just had loads done and then decided we'd start filming, which was, in hindsight, a silly idea. So this is why we are so excited, because what we have to show you is our new plot. This is our new plot, which we have taken on last week before last, and you're going to be able to watch us do everything on it from scratch because we've barely touched it. We've left all of the bindweed for you. We've left all of the pruning jobs for you to see. And right now we're going to do a quick whirlwind tour around our new plot. So, Alex, follow me. We have lots of fruit bushes here, raspberry canes, currants, all sorts of things, which will come back and you'll be able to watch us getting fruit from those and pruning those. This whole open area, which we are so excited about, we've no idea what to do with it yet. So any ideas, leave them in the comments with what you think this space would be good for. And then we have like a mini orchard here, which at the moment is covered in fleabane, which I'm going to pull up maybe today, maybe not today, and you'll be able to watch us doing that. And then what was the artist formerly known as a chicken coop, which we have some really big ideas for. Are we going to get chickens? Are we going to get rabbits, which we're also allowed to have? Or are we going to do something completely else with it? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. It goes all the way back here to this amazing oak tree, which is as old as my love, Alex, and as you can see, clearly as wise and strong. We have an Anderson shelter, which again, we have ideas for. If you have any ideas what you think we should use these for, obviously storage is one, but we want to be creative. We want to be a bit out of the box. I've got an idea. Stay tuned to find out what we're going to do with that. And lastly, a storage shed, or not lastly, there's one other thing, which is great. Alex has been cleaning that out this morning. Finally, somewhere for us to put our tools and to lock up securely and just keep things dry when we need to. And then what has been an abandoned chicken coop, not chicken coop, sorry, chicken wire around a compost bin. And we have some ideas for that. We'll be dropping clues as to what we're going to do with that throughout the journey. But again, all of this stuff you've got to stay tuned for. You've got to subscribe and follow us along. As you can see, we've got a lot to do. So the first job I'm going to do today, the first time you're going to see me get my hands dirty, is removing all of the fleabane which is, well, it's this stuff actually. It comes up really easily, and I feel like, as you can see, there's loads of it. Once we've gotten rid of all of that from here, we'll really be able to see what we've got. I know we've got a pear tree here and an apple tree back there, and I think there's another tree hidden in amidst the fleabane around this area. It's a whole like orchard. And the reason why we're doing this now is because this time of year, January, February, is really, really when you need to prune for new growth to come through. And these trees are in dire need of pruning. They haven't been touched for years. You can see that up here, the way that the apple tree is like, it's all moving like that. I'll do my impression of the apple tree. You'll be able to see. It's a pretty good impression. So they need pruning badly. So that's what I'm going to start with. So as you can see, that was a pretty good shift, if I say so myself. 3 barrow loads of fleabane. Haven't been able to get it all from the root. When you pull it out normally, it normally just all comes up because it's my favourite weed, if you can have such a weed in the garden, because it comes up so easily. Because parts of it have been so dry, the stem of the plant is actually just snapping clean off. So there's still some roots in the ground, which we're going to go and have to dig, but we can now see what we've actually got here, and I found the hidden fruit tree. So what we think now is that there was a path which came round here, and on my right, this I believe is going to be gooseberries, which I'm pumped about because I love gooseberries. It's spiky, it's obviously a shrub of some sort, so hopefully that's gooseberries, and we'll have some gooseberry fall in the summer. And then this here, this is the other one, which again, it's a spiky, maybe it's another kind of gooseberry. I haven't actually seen the leaves on these ones. We haven't been able to when we first saw it. But what's amazing is we thought that there were maybe like 3 or 4 shrubs here. Because it's been left so long, this is all just one shrub, which has just not been pruned for so long. All of this here, whoa, it's all one shrub. So I'm going to cut that right back in another video, in another day, so that we can really see what space we've got to work with. And again, this is another shrub. So there's just 2 shrubs here. What looks like 5 or 6, it's just 2. So yeah, and now you can see the state of the tree. This is the apple tree I was doing an impression of earlier. And I really, really have no idea how to prune this because it is just bending over here and it's actually on top of another tree. So Alex, can you come back through here? You can see that this other tree here, we know this is an apple, and whatever that is there, it's literally done a U. That's how bad it is, right? Because it has nowhere to go up. So if you have any ideas on how we can maybe recover these trees, we think cutting a limb off one of these and trying to prop it up so it starts to grow upwards is maybe what we do with this. And I think just we're going to have to be really brutal with cutting them. And this one might be beyond help.
Stan's done his first piece to camera, and I'm just watching him in the camera screen here. He's currently doing a time lapse, clearing some weeds, which you've all just seen. We touched on the shed. Stan said that I have been cleaning it out this morning. So let's see some plans for that, shall we? Because obviously I've always got a plan. Let's see what we do. So as you can see, there is already some stuff down here. A camping chair, keep saying about bringing a chair down. We've got a bin for the stuff that we can't recycle or compost, and then we've got some snacks drinks, water, that sort of thing. I've put on a bucket of spade. I've already given this a really good brush over. It was full of cobwebs and big old spiders, still a couple. But yeah, I've just given this a little tidy out. It's in fairly good shape, to be honest. There's a couple of bits that I'm just going to get a couple of screws in. But what I'm going to do is, so from here, we're going to have a little workbench on this side with a couple of shelves above to put some bits on. And then some storage ideas here. And then I've actually got a bit of whiteboard that I'm going to put up here. And we can then put our allotment plans up there and write down what we've got in the beds everywhere. So yeah, let's get this couple of piles here. Look, a couple of piles of mess. Just get them out and get them into that compost heap. So what I want to do is put a bench in this shed. Now I want the bench on that side ideally. The material that I've got is not long enough to span the width of the shed. But if I put a stretcher in along the back, 2 stretchers along the side, which is as deep as what my material is, I can then cut a piece of this to fill the end in, or I don't, or I just leave it and just have the space over the side. That may I can put a piece along the front as well for extra support, maybe one in the middle. Yeah, just create a block frame up against this. There's not much space in this shed, and there's nowhere really to put the camera. So if I can get the camera in here, probably up in the corner behind me, then I will do that. It's just trying to figure out how. There's going to be lots of cutting, lots of man glitter. Yay. Let's go from there. Let's go. So what I've got here is I'm going to screw this side together and then get that up on the wall and level as best as possible. We're a shed. And then I'll put this front stretcher on across that, and then this piece will then sit on top and I'll screw that down. I'll put another support piece where the join will be on the top, because I'll cut a piece off of here to fill in, and then I'll put another piece in the middle just for extra support. Way much stronger than it needs to be, but let's do that. Trying to film, by the way, let me just say this, trying to film in such a small space is actually really difficult. Trying to set you up somewhere, even more difficult. So I'm going to do, hopefully this shot works. I'm going to screw the back piece and the 2 side pieces together, get that up and screwed somewhat level in the shed, and then this piece will then just sit on top of all of that, and stiffen all of that up. Hopefully stiffen up a bit of the shed as well. It doesn't seem too bad, too old. Seems to have been kept in some sort of a decent condition. So here I've got the box, just a couple of screws left to put back in, and then a support piece down there, and possibly a joiner piece down here. When I put the top on, it's going to need some support, I reckon. If you're scared of spiders, look away now. Oh my god, I'm scared of spiders. Oh my god. look at the size of these things. So I've just taken this wood panel off the window there, and these things. Oh my! Look at the size of it. You've got one up there. You've got one there. You've got this. Oh, this. Oh my God! They're all moving. Oh my God! That's. Oh. Yep. Call me a wimp. Call me a crybaby. Don't care. Don't care. And then you've got this one up in there. Just look at them. Anyone else? Anyone else not a fan of spiders? All right, I'll stop filming them now. I'll stop filming. I will stop filming them now. No more spiders, all right? Editor Alex, put the spider warning in. So that's all now screwed down. The window cover off, all cleaned up. No more spiders. This is obviously just a perspex window, but it does let in some light. I could give it a clean. I mean, look at that already, just with fingers. I could give it a clean, but what I'm going to do for the time being, just out of security purposes, because I don't want people breaking through that, is I'm just going to screw a couple of slats across the front. Just a couple. I don't know, just one there, one there. Just so if someone wants to smash it, then they can smash it. It's pretty secluded here. There is a road with some new build houses at the back of us now. But if people want to smash it, then they can. It just still lets some light in. So let's do that. You can also see the whiteboard is up now as well. So we'll draw out our beds on here, draw the whole plot on there with permanent marker, and then use a dry white marker to fill in the bits we need to fill in. So that's great. And then little hint and tip for you: if you need to remove permanent marker from a whiteboard, just go over it with a dry white marker, like an old one, and then that will get off the permanent marker. Dry white markers aren't expensive, so you can afford to lose some as well doing that. But it means that it's not a permanent marker anymore, and you can then change your plans and change your things, which is a hint and tip for you. I've also got a light up there, just a little USB rechargeable one on a couple of nails, so I can take it down as required. But that will allow me, now that it's getting darker, put some light in here. Let me get back to what I was doing, and just covering up this window. Stan has actually just left to go and get Kevin. Kevin is our old-time bulldog. You'll have already heard Stan talk about him, me talk about him. He's our rescue. We've had him almost a year now. But I'll let Stan explain more when he comes down and you get to meet him. He is an absolute pain in my... No, he's not. He's beautiful. Everyone loves him. Everyone that we come across loves him. And he is just he's our baby. There's a piece in there just for a bit of peace of mind, bit of security. Let's use some decent sized screws, of course, because what's the point? What's the point of putting them in if they don't have a decent screw in them? Probably have to pre-drill these though. You know me, I love pre-drilling. Rarely pre-drill. But now I've got a little workbench to work from. I can have all my stuff set up. It's going to be really nice to actually come down here. Now we've got this. And it's going to be nice to come down here and actually hang your coat up, bring your bag in, get all my stuff set up for my filming and bits and pieces. Because it is mad how much you have for filming and setting up and what you need to do. Where's my other drill? I need my other drill. So like I say, someone can break into that if they want, but it's much better now, isn't it? Just trying to think, have I got a cloth or anything here that I could wipe this window with? I've got drinks, I've got snacks. I don't think I've got a cloth. One of the other firsts for today that we have done is Stan has been filming a time lapse of all of his work on the second plot, and I've been filming my stuff. So we've been using two phones, both iPhones. One is just my old iPhone. I've actually got it with me here because Stan's gone to get Kevin. So just been using this. It's just been sitting on a shelf in my house, and I was thinking the other day about buying different cameras and all of that good stuff. And then I thought, hang on, I've got a perfectly good iPhone 12 Pro Max sitting on the shelf. Just use that. So I did. And so far it seems to be okay. I need to have a little clear up. I need to bring some stuff in. I need to move some tools down. But I have got this piece of metal fencing that I think I'm going to screw up on the wall over here, so then we can add S-hooks and bits and pieces to it to hang even more stuff on. Do you actually want to see? Let's move some things for you. So if I was to screw this up there, let's say, just a couple of screws just in the top there. Yeah. I could bring it over and clip it onto this side because this side's not on anything, but I don't need to really. Have I got anything with me that I can screw that up with? Just a couple of screws, I'm sure. See my mug this close up. What's the betting I can get this in the right place first time? Yep, that will do me. That will do me. Ideally, I want something to go over the bar to clamp that to the wall. I wonder if I could just do two screws. If I do this one. Washers. Just put washers. Just outside where all my tools are, I've got washers. I have got washers. Here we go. So repair washers. So the ones that I bent for the polytunnel build. But they're still going. So pop that over. Let's pop that over onto the screw. And then go back in where I was. No. Just screwed my finger a little bit there, in between the washer and the shed. And the clutch. Do the same down here. Removed hand that time. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. As some would say, that ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to do that last corner because I was going to leave it, but I know that some people will probably get angry about that in the video. Just see my Ring doorbell notification go off. That means Stan is home and collecting Kevin. That's exciting. What's funny is it was actually quite a few videos ago now that you guys were meant to meet Kevin. We planned it to meet Kevin, and I talked about him, and then I had to cut it all out and edit it all out. Love editing. This is probably all going to go in the bin as well. I've done a couple of bits. Not much more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a tidy up, like I said. I'm going to set you up outside, just pop you on a time lapse, nice and quick, because this video is already very long. Tidy up everything I've got outside, everything I've got inside. Bring some tools in, get them out of the other shed because now we can store them in here. And let's go from there. So, last couple of bits. And last couple of bits. Not really sure how to put any of this in here at the moment. I'm just kind of just putting things in just out of the way. Now this could go back in my wood pile, but we have already covered that over. For today, it is 3:15, and I do believe that Stan and Kevin are here. Oh. So we're going to take him on a walk around the woodland next to us. Let him off the lead, give him a good run. Can I get these in the shed as well? Of course I can. Just temporarily. Because we have been here for a while. Oh. So just very quickly, everything, not everything, but most things are in. How neat does that look? Got bin, floor space, tools. How great. Hey, Puchamba! Look who's here. Everyone, I'd like you to meet Kevin. Hey, baby boy.
Is this?
Kev. Hi, come here. Come here. Kev.
He's like, what's all this stuff? All this outside stuff for me.
Let's give him a minute to. Let's give him a minute. Hi there.
Hey, what's this? Oh, already? Oh, wow. Oh.
Yep, that's it. Right.
That'll do. We met him. Kev, that's not ours. Kev, you gonna sit? You gonna sit? Sit. Oh, he's such a handsome boy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good boy.
Yay. So, meet Kevin. This is our old-time bulldog. He's roughly 30 kilos of strength.
And excitability.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me pass you the mic.
Oh, honoured. Yeah, he's our boy. He's our boy. We've had him. Will it be a year? Coming up to a year now, and it will be 2 in March. And Kev, what's this? He's obviously not great in front of a camera. There you go. And after a good day's work, we're going to take him out for a walk because our allotment is right next to the dog park where we like to walk him. It's not just a dog park, it's like a forested area. So that's our plan. Thank you for watching and joining us. I've never done an outro before, so that's weird. Yeah, thanks for joining us on Allotment by the Sea for this episode 9. I'm getting a nod from Alex for episode 9. I know I asked earlier. Tune in. We've got, as you can see, we've got loads to be getting on with, loads to do. So stay tuned, subscribe if you've just joined us for the first time, and have a lovely weekend.